This case, extraordinary. It starts with the most random of, well, we think one of the people who were with her the night before was a man with a truck. And, like how much more ordinary can you get than that? But through phones and DNA. But do you believe this case is about as complex as you've seen?
Extremely complex. When you looked at the boxes that were created, the box in Massapequa, the box of where he was employed, and then putting them two together, and then also the vehicle itself, the mitochondrial DNA, with some of them with his wife's hair on it. You couldn't ask for a better scenario for law enforcement to put this whole thing together.
Right, but I mean, each taken independently, or as much as, leading you astray as directly to this guy. I mean, you guys did not, get a good break in this case. I mean, you really had to work it. And then, of course, the only big change was technology, right? Because when you guys were first looking, back in the mid-2000s, you didn't have the DNA tools that you do now. What difference did that make?
That made a tremendous difference. Even now, looking at how we look at cell phone towers and how phones are pinging in certain areas, really led us to really create not only the boxes that I mentioned earlier, but when you look at the mitochondrial DNA, which we were able to establish, I think on 2 items, was actually his wife's DNA, really brought this case together.
I don't understand. So you get the wife. How did you know that it was his wife? Like, did you just have like a universe of what you're calling boxes? So you had to have workups on everybody around him too? Because how'd you know it was hers?
Well, we were able to get samples of discarded items. Let's just say it's garbage, it's trash, something that was discarded, and we know who discarded it. The evidence was preserved, and then we were able to investigate it. And so that's basically how it is, because, if your DNA was on me, or if my wife's DNA was on me, we'll use that as an example, maybe her hair was on my shirt. And then it got, if I was to commit a crime and that hair leaves my shirt onto the crime scene, you can at least have that there were 2 people in that household. And if one of them is the suspect, then at least you can identify that person.
So we keep showing this pizza box, just to put it in context. You guys wound up having to get his DNA. And one of the places you followed him was to a pizzeria, right?
Correct. And not only that, there was another instance where he was with his wife. That's how we were able to get both DNAs.
Now, one of the scariest things for all of us is that these serial killers could be anybody. And that's the scariest thing about him. This guy really fuels that fear. I mean, until you got into his penchant for, the perversity that he has on paper, this guy could be anybody in our communities out here.
He was the guy next door. There was nothing unusual when you speak to his relatives or you speak to his neighbors, nothing unusual rather than just the normal guy when you talk to his colleagues or coworkers. And so that's the one thing that's very scary when we're looking at serial killers or even someone that's committed, a few murders. So, this was something that was great police work through multiple agencies to really find this individual.
So what was it that put his name in your mouth to begin with? Was it, one of the phones that had called one of the women or some guy? What kind of triangulation did you do that put this guy on the map?
So it was the phone calls within a certain area that had communicated with some of the women. And so when where the cell phone towers pinged was exactly in the area that some of the women was one of their last known locations. And so when we were able to create that box and then subsequently a second box where there were phone calls made, because he had about 7 burner phones. He had multiple email accounts. These were things that all traced back to him.
Right. And the one part I'm leaving out that is that there was somebody making phone calls to one of the sisters of the victim, a victim's sister. And was that the beginning of the trail? Was that it was him and you got to use those numbers and then start tracing those numbers?
That was really in the middle because actually once we got the search warrant, we were able to find that he was reviewing online the children of some of the victims, the sisters, the relatives of the victims. So he wanted intimate knowledge. Even after he had murdered these women, he wanted to see what was going on with these family members.
Yeah, and he was even searching why they hadn't caught the person yet, right? I mean, he definitely checked that box, too, of a perverse interest in his own notoriety.
Yes, like he can continue to keep on going and would never get caught because he was following the trail also along with us.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.